If you see the opposite of your infinite loop or finite loop, what should be a finite loop? Since your infinite loop, the loop is never ends, so finite loop will be what? A loop which gets executed for a fixed number of times is called as a finite loop. If we take an example, any loop which we have made till now was a finite loop. Okay, so let's see an example of it. So if you see this example, okay, so for int I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5, I plus plus, system will print I. So this loop, if you see, no, it will get what? 1 is less than 5, 1 will be printed, 2, 3, 4 and 5 will be printed. When it gets to 6, 6 is not less than 5 and 6 is not equal to 5, so my output will be 1 to 5. So it will be printing for only a fixed number of, this loop will run only for a fixed number of times. So that type of loops are called as a finite loop. Okay, now next we have is your delay loop, bodiless loop, or your empty loop. Okay, delay loop or a bodiless loop, what is this? A loop which doesn't contain any statement in it is called as a delay loop, empty loop, or a bodiless loop. Okay, so a loop which does not contain any statement in it is called as a delay loop, bodiless loop, or an empty loop. If we take an example, so if we take the example, you can see here we made a for loop. Inside the for loop, we have made that initialization step is there, condition is there, increment is there, but there is no statement inside the for loop. So this type of loops are called as a borderless loop or empty loop. This can also be written in a different way. If you don't want to put this two braces, what we can do is we can put a semicolon at the last. This also denote that it is a borderless loop or an empty loop. So why do we make this type of loop? Okay, now this type of loop, the significance of this loop is what? These loops are used when we want a delay during the execution of a program. Okay, like if you want a delay while doing any output or any type of questions when you are doing programming, and if you want a delay during the execution of the program, then in those cases we try to make your delay loop or a bodiless loop. Clear all of you? So you need to write the significance now. So what is the significance? It is used to provide delay during the execution of a program. Clear all of you? So this is the significance of your delay loop, okay, or the bodiless loop. So these are the variations of your for loop, the different variation of your for loop. We discuss about omitting expressions, adding of expressions, infinite loop, finite loop, delay loop, or a bodiless loop. Clear? Understood? See you in the next video. Thank you.